Hey guys, I have another video in my series of body part breakdowns that will help you get connected to your arms, upper body, so shoulders, triceps, biceps, a little bit of chest, maybe a little bit of upper back. We addressed a lot more lower back in our last video. So I've got a couple other videos on my YouTube channel if you want to check those out, and you can put them together with this one to give you a complete total body workout. Or if you've only got 15 or 20 minutes, you can do them in segments and you can spread it out through the week. So it's your choice. All right, I have a couple hand weights. They're 8 pounds. This is pretty heavy for some of the exercises that we're gonna do. So if you've got 3 to 5 pounds, that's probably better. I may struggle through it today. I will let you know how I feel. As you get stronger, 8 pounds is going to be doable. If you don't have hand weights, cans of beans or tuna or whatever you can use. Water jugs might be an option. Water bottles are an option. Basically anything that's got some substance to it that you can hold in your hand, you can use. So starting down on our hands and knees, let's start warming up our spines and our shoulders with just a little cat-cow. This is how I do a lot of my warm-ups. Hands go underneath your shoulders, knees go underneath your hips, and we'll just start with a big inhale, lifting the head and tailbone. And exhale, scoop the belly and round the spine. I want you to create a nice round low back. Inhale, feel your tailbone lift. Exhale, feel your tailbone draw down. So we're warming up the spine, but we're also connecting to our chest and our back. While we do this, I'm pushing the floor away actively with my arms, and then I'm pulling my chest forward actively with my back muscles. So I'm starting to think about my upper body in this position because that's what we're focusing on for this video. And then let's round one more time, scoop the belly, push the floor away, find your chest muscles, and then let's come to a neutral position. I'm gonna tuck my toes under so my feet are flat on the mat as I slide my right leg back. Let's do a couple little push-ups to warm up here. We're gonna do 5, where we bend our elbows and let our head come to the floor while our leg reaches to the sky. I'm gonna hold my 5th one. And I'm gonna turn my head side to side 3 times, just to give me a sense of relaxing my neck. And then I come back to the center and push up. Let's try it on the other side. Left leg goes back. Tricep press. So this is a tricep style push-up, which means my elbows are coming pretty close by my side. I'm trying to keep my spine as long as I can, and then I'm gonna hold, turning side to side. Abs in, and I press up. Sitting back in child's pose for just a second. I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I did such a good job on that. And stretch out those triceps. Let's come up all the way, roll out your wrists just a little bit. We're gonna take our hand weights. So I'm coming to a standing position, however I wanna get here, standing up easily. And we're gonna stand with our feet right underneath our hips and our hands down by our side, engaging our low belly. We're gonna do an opposite arm and leg movement. So I'm gonna curl my left arm as I pick up my right leg and put it back down. And I alternate. So what I'm thinking about is the crown of my head lifting toward the sky. I'm getting a nice little balance challenge here. Spine is long. I've got energy going down through my legs, up through the top of my head. So this is 5. I'm going for 10 sets. So side to side counts as 1. This is 6, 7, 8. Don't go too fast, you might fall over. 9. Okay, this is 10. Now let's go to our first side and hold it for 10 bicep curls. And this is where your balance challenge comes in. You might tap. This is 4, 5, get taller, abs in and up. Pull your belly button to your spine and then up towards your rib cage. This is 8, elbow stays still right next to the side of your body, no swinging. Tap if you need to. That was 10. It's okay if you fall over. The balance is the hardest part on this one. Lifting the other leg, squeezing the inner thigh on the standing leg. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Surprisingly, I did a little better on that side. Ooh, shaking out your feet for just a second. Let's talk about our shoulder connection here. So I want you to roll those shoulders down the back while holding your weights, just kind of starting to warm up through our upper back. 5 in this direction. And then we're gonna go the other way. So I want you to notice where your rib cage is in relationship to your shoulder blades. Your shoulder blade is a curved surface. Your rib cage has a slight curvature to it. So you should not feel your shoulder blades pinching together. But at the same time, I'm gonna turn to the side again, you don't wanna feel your shoulder blades pulled forward either. They're neutral and they're on your back. So we're gonna make big sunrise movements. We're gonna take our arms all the way up overhead and then bring them back down in front of you. Up and over, down in front. Up and over, down in front. I'm gonna turn around just so you can see what my shoulder blades do on my back. This is 4. So they're not pinching together. They're not rocking forward. They're gliding on my rib cage just like they naturally would. I'm leading with the pinky side of my hand until my thumbs come toward each other, and then down, pinkies up again. Lead with your pinkies until you get to the top, and then down. 3 more, lead with your pinkies. And up, reach out, and down. 2 more, up, and out. Last one, up and out. I'm gonna get rid of my weights for just a moment. And we're gonna do a couple roll downs to our push-ups. So I'm gonna step to the back of my mat. Pilates V position dictates that our toes are about a fist distance apart from each other. So if you wanna test that out, you can. We just have a slight V. I'm gonna squeeze my heels together. I'm gonna rise up on my toes. Maybe I'm gonna float my arms to the ceiling and then come back down. Float up on my toes 3 times and then back down. Last one, I'm zipping my belly in and up as I reach those arms up. And then I might put my heels down, or if I can stay with them a little bit lifted, I'm going to roll forward. This is a little bit more advanced to be on the toes during that roll. Walk those hands out. We've got 3 push-ups. 1, 2, 3. Walk it back. Always feel free to come to your knees. Keep those heels lifted. If you can, squeeze them together. Roll through the spine to come back up and put your heels down. So I don't have my heels lifted super, super high because I'm still working on this. They don't have to be lifted. This is what it looks like if your heels are down and you scoop to roll down and you walk it out. And this is what it looks like if maybe you want to come to your knees for your push-ups. And then we lift and we walk it back and we allow our heels to come down As we scoop the belly, rounding the spine, coming back to standing with the shoulders, gliding down the back. Inhale, reach up. Squeeze those heels together. Maybe you're gonna rise up. And then maybe we stay lifted as we roll through the spine, coming back to the mat. And then we walk it out. 3 push-ups again. Walk it back. And let's keep the heels lifted. Pick it up with the belly. Support your spine as you roll up. And bring the heels back down. Okay, shake out those arms for just a second. I want to reiterate what I was doing with my heels, and we're just going to practice rising up and down in case we're working on that like I am. Got to keep those heels together. So as you rise up and you lift your arms, you squeeze your heels in toward each other, and then maybe you can stay there for a second, and then you come back down. We're gonna go for 10 of those. Inhale, reach up. Woo! I overcorrected that. And exhale, come down. I will say I'm on a cushy mat. That's harder than if you're on maybe a hard surface with a thinner mat. Reach up and down. Reach up and down. So the key here is the back of the inner thighs are coming together. So it's not the muscles here, it's under your glutes. That's what's lifting you up. And that's what's keeping your heels together. This is 7, 8. My arms feel so light after that last exercise. This is 10, let's hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7. See, I am off balance, it's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. I know I said it was upper body, but you need to get a little bit of lower body in with it so you feel supported. Let's reach those arms up again. Keep the heels down as you dive over those legs. Walk the hands out. Let's drop it to our right knee. So the right hand is going to stay on the mat. My left hand is going to grab a weight, okay? So I'm going to turn to the side as I pick my weight up and reach to the sky. And then I turn back to the floor. So my bottom leg is going to pivot while I do this. We open and we close. We open, my hips open, my spine is long, and then we close. My hips are moving. This is 3. My whole body moves. 4, I'm controlling it down. I'm not falling, hopefully. I'm trying not to. 6. Big breath in, exhale all the way down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Okay, let's add on to it. So I'm gonna really firm up my waist here and I'm gonna lift my leg. My leg is now staying off the mat. I've lost a point of contact. I'm gonna do 10 more. Rise up, keep reaching that leg out and down. 2 and down. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. 6 and down. 7 and down. 8 and down. 9, we have one more with this leg lifted. This is 10 and down. Let go of the weight. Come back to that side bend position. So I do have a little bit of a bend at my waist, and this leg is now free to come toward my hand. I'm gonna stretch and then try to touch my toes for 10 and 9 and 8. use your abdominals. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, reach back, 2, and last one, and let's bring it back down. I'm going to turn to the other side so that I can still face the camera. We're dropping our left knee down, extending the right leg back, and we open, and we come down for 10, 9, 8, starts out so easy. Big deep breath. Remember, the weight should be challenging but not overly exerted. Last one here. Now let's pick our back leg up. So we're gonna keep that leg high as we open and close. To the waist is working on this one to keep that leg lifted. 3, and my hair is really working too. 4, hold on one second. 5, and 6, and 7, 8, using the glutes as well, controlling it down. I just about fell over. 9, and 10. Okay, let's go up and hold. So I want you to imagine you're touching the wall that your head is reaching toward, and then you're gonna reach to your toe. Touch the wall, touch your toe. Stretch the abdominals, use the abdominals. 4, and 5. Use your glutes to pull that leg back. 6, and 7. Exhale, 8, 9, and 10. Stretch it out. Come back to all fours and let's find a little child's pose for just a moment. Big deep breath. All right, let's go back to the side we started on. So right leg is down. We still have our weight. We're gonna come all the way onto our side. I love side lying series. And this is just another variation for it. So I'm gonna have you bend your bottom knee. My heel on my bottom leg is in line with my bottom, with my glutes. My bottom arm, my right arm, is gonna wrap around my head, kind of cradling the back of my neck. So I'm actually holding my neck with my hand. I don't know if you can see that, but it helps to give you length. And then we reach our top leg away from our body so that we're lifting our rib cage on that bottom side. Like I've got a little pocket here. I'm gonna take this arm right down in front of me. So before I do anything, I want this leg reaching away from me. We're gonna make little bitty leg circles for 10 in each direction, just to get this hip turned on. And to get our abs engaged. Let's go the other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think our hips were already engaged. So now let's bend both knees. I'm gonna bring my shins parallel to the front edge of my mat, stacking my knees one on top of the other. I'm gonna bring my hand into my weight, but my elbow is off the side of my body. So I'm gonna pick up my top leg as I pick up my arm. External rotation, internal rotation, external rotation, internal rotation. My shoulder and my elbow stay in place, just like my hip and my bottom leg stay in place. This is 3, or I'm sorry, that was 4. This is 5, a terrible counter. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That last one was definitely a struggle. My knees are gonna stay together. My top leg is gonna lift. I'm extending my top leg out on a diagonal, as I pick my arm up with it. Okay, so my arm's gonna stay here and I'm gonna punch as I extend my leg and then bring it down for 10, 9, 8, 7, creating length in my waist, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it back down. Let's put the weight where it was. We're gonna flip over onto our tummies. Hold on, move that weight away from you. Flip over onto our tummies. Now this one does not need any weight, or at least I don't need it. You're welcome to do a smaller weight. I'm not even gonna try it with the 8 pounds. We're gonna bring our feet together on the mat, bring our hands as close to the sides of the body as we can with our palms facing up. We're gonna lift the arms, but not really lifting the chest. And I want you to bring those thumbs as close together as you can, and then apart. Squeeze, and then apart. Squeeze. Try to touch your thumbs right over your booty. You probably won't actually be able to touch. This is 6. We're not lifting our chest. In fact, my head is almost touching the floor. This is 8. I've got my belly pulled in. 9 and 10. Let's take those arms out to a T. Palms face the palms face the floor now. I have to scoot away just a little bit so I don't hit my bed. Now we are gonna lift the chest a little bit. Arms are hovering as we lift and lower. Reach those arms long. Lift, reach out. Lift, reach out. Lift. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, but not too hard. Just a little bit. Tummy's in. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. Neck is long. It's an extension of your spine. That was 10. Reach those arms up on a diagonal. So my elbows are in line with the corners of my mat. I'm still keeping my feet together if I can. And we're really pressing the pubic bone down into the mat. Thumbs point to the ceiling. Do not move your head. Just lift your arms for 10, 9. Make them as long as you can. 8, 7. Pubic bone presses into the mat. 5. Exhale. 4, 3, 2. Now I'm going to be evil. Hold it up here. 1. Reach those hands to the hips. Try to touch the thumbs. Rotate the palms together overhead. Rotate the palms to the ceiling. Rotate the palms together. 10 of those. This is 3 and 4 and 5. Big deep breath, and 6. Neck is long. You can even rest your head on the mat if you'd like to. This is 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful job. Push back to child's pose. One more time. I always like to do a little something in between sides. When I'm switching sides, when I've got weights, because my bottom arm, believe it or not, is working a little bit, holding my head up. So I wanted to give my arm a little break in between those sides. So we're gonna come down and cradle our neck again. And our top leg is going to extend as we hold our weight right next to our rib cage. We draw little circles, lifting that bottom rib. So I do want you to feel really long through the spine here, like you're trying to touch the wall with your toe while you're circling, so that you've got the space under your rib. Other way. This just warms up the hip, gets us used to being on our side, gets our glutes active, helps you find your abdominals, and then we bring our knees together. Shins are parallel to the front edge of your mat. Knees are stacked. Hips are working. We rotate open with the leg and the arm. And down for 10. And 9. My elbow does not touch my rib cage. It stays right above it. You could even put a towel underneath your arm if you're having trouble keeping it lifted. Inhale. Exhale. That's 5. Exhale. 6. 7. You might feel stronger on one arm than the other. 8. 9. And 10. Awesome. Let's lift our feet. So our feet are apart. Our knees are together, and they're always going to come back together, but our feet are going to stay apart. And we're punching up to the ceiling. So we extend, we pull down, we extend, we pull down. This is 3 and down. This is 4. Long necks, long spines. This is 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's bring it down. Go ahead and sit up for me. We are probably starting to feel our arms just a little bit. So I'm going to come to a comfortable kneeling seated position. Roll out my wrists, roll out my elbows, and roll out my shoulders a little bit. So this next exercise is done tall kneeling. This is the one I was worried about for my weights. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this with an 8-pound. This one in the laying on your stomach, you definitely want some lighter weights. So I'm going to turn to kneeling on the side. My typical kneeling position is definitely a little sway backed. So I like to overcorrect and really draw my tailbone down. So I feel a little length through my hip flexors. Y'all might not notice that, but I feel way more open when I'm here and I'm really engaging my glutes. Kind of feels like I'm pressing my pelvis forward, okay? So we want to press our pelvises forward. So if your weights are a little bit heavy, you're going to lean back slightly and keep your elbows down for 10 bicep curls. If you can stabilize the shoulders and raise those arms forward, we're going to curl again, but we're going to keep the elbows lifted for 10. You have to lean back just a little bit as a counterweight. This is 4 and 5 and 6, 7. Press down through those feet. 8, 9, and 10. Oh yeah, I knew that was gonna get kind of heavy. Ooh, so let's stay tall kneeling. I'm gonna tuck my toes under for just a second. Okay, back to our feet flat. Hands are gonna be down by your side. Press the pubic bone forward. You might wanna lean back ever so slightly. Hammer curls with our palms facing each other. 10 more. 2, long spines. 3, abs engaged. 4, press the pubic bone forward, engage the glutes and the hamstrings. 5 and 6, 7, arms in front of you are harder. 8, 9, and 10. Oh gosh, that was rough. Again, 3 to 4 pounds might be better. Okay, I'm gonna lay on my side again, back to the right side. This time I won't cradle my neck because we're actually gonna move the body. I'm gonna stack my feet, my knees, and my hips so that I have my little pocket here. My hand comes down right at my rib cage, right below my breastbone area. And I want you to think about length because we're reaching with this bottom arm. We're gonna press with our top arm. And as we reach, we press ourselves into a side bend. So this top side of my body is going to pull me up as I push off the floor, which means I have to stretch on the underneath side. So reach out long, push into the floor, and come up and back down. My feet stay stacked, my knees and my hips stay stacked. We press up, we come down. This is 4. If it feels a little too intense, this is 5. I'm going to show you a modification. Bottom knee bends. Top leg reaches long. 5 more. That is a modification, I swear. Just took me a second to find my balance. 3 more. Reach long. 2. This is the end. Last one. Ooh, I lost that last one. And we're gonna flip over to the other side. I'm not giving you a break between these two because I am trying to wrap this up. Your arms should definitely be feeling something by the end of this series. So we stretch it long. We reach our arm out and we sweep. Now you will feel like one side's maybe a little easier than the other. So this is not my easy side. We're gonna sweep up and down. This is my sticky side. So we all have a side that likes to bend and a side that likes to lengthen. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so bend that bottom knee if you need to. You've got 5 more, and I think I am gonna need this bend on this side. 5, 4, inhale, reach down. 3, I'm totally cheating. I helped myself with my elbow. 2 more. Last one. Oof. And down. So that's a lot of spinal mobility along with a little tricep work. So that side was definitely my harder side. So stretching out through the arms, I want you to think about the shoulder joint. It is a ball and socket joint. So I'm gonna straighten my left leg out on the mat. I'm gonna pull my other leg really close to me, and I'm gonna hold on tight with this arm as I take my other hand into a circumduction. I'm gonna make a fist. I'm gonna raise that arm up as high as I can. I'm holding on with this bottom arm as I circle back without twisting open through the body. We're gonna do 3 in each direction. Big stretch. Let's go the other way. Up and around. 3. Long spines, long necks, long arms. Last one. Big shoulder joint mobility. Same thing on the other side. Reach forward and up. Circle back, no popping. If you feel popping, you're going too big. Make it smaller. 3 in this direction, get taller. And we'll go the other way. Keep that fist to keep the muscles engaged. 2. And 3. Reach around. Let's come to all fours. Similarly to how we started the class, only this time we're gonna push to downward dog. Press back. Really big stretch. One more deep breath here. Walk those hands towards your feet. Cradle your head in your arms, holding onto your elbows. Pull those elbows to the mat. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, begin to sway from side to side as you drag your spine back up to standing with control, of course. Never flopping. Giving yourself a little bit of stretch underneath the arm here, under the shoulder. We're gonna cross one arm and then stretch away. Cross the other arm and then stretch away. Y'all did an amazing job. I hope you liked it and I hope you feel it tomorrow.